Guys, I just spent about 3 minutes talking on camera for a video for you to see that I didn't push record. That happened. Hello everyone, it's me Mary and I have a great video. No, it's not happening right now because I'm aggravated. Anyway, so I wanted to go over with you a situation that I recently faced, and I was really just in shock about this situation, so I thought I'd bring it up to you. And then I also wanted to answer a question about newspapers and where I get all of my newspapers. So I do have a video out there that is 20 ways and places to find newspapers, or to find coupons, excuse me. And you can definitely check that out through my, I think it's under, I don't know which playlist it's under, but anyways, you can find it. And anyway, so that one right there will tell you a lot of places that you can get papers. Now, the vast majority of the newspapers that I receive are via donations, and I get whole inserts donated to me every Monday morning, okay? And I'm talking about like 3 o'clock in the morning every Monday. I get up to go get these things. Is that serious? Okay. So I probably get 50 to 100 sets of papers every week, and it really just depends on the week and what they have left over that hasn't sold. So the companies really have two different decisions. They can either decide to go ahead and just put them in the recycling bin or trash can, or they can decide to donate the actual inserts. Now, there are some other stipulations. Some companies want you to fully return all of the newspapers that didn't sell. So there are different things, and you have to be very respectful of that and the newspaper's policies, okay? So to me, even if I have new cashiers who work at these stores that donate, if they try to hand me certain types of newspapers, I just let them know, you can't give me those because you'll get in trouble. These have to be taken back, and that's really relates to Boston Globe here because it's out of state. So anyways, I get a lot of newspapers that way. So I have quite a few stores that I go to. So I was making my round Monday morning, and the Sunday before, in my last store that I always go to, I went in there and I saw this guy. He's always there. I love him. He's such a sweetheart. And there was a girl with him, and she was just like looking at me all sorts of shady, and I didn't understand why. But she was a new employee, so he introduced her to me and said, hey, she comes every Sunday, or Monday morning, excuse me, I say Sunday, but anyways, every Monday morning, and she gets the newspapers. So she was just like, whatever. So I went in there this Sunday, and Monday night, God, come on, Mary. So I saw her, but I didn't see him. And I was like, hold up, where's he at? Like, hello, Mr. Man with the dreads, where are you? Couldn't find him. So it was just her. So I went up to her, and I was like, hey, it's me, Mary. I am here for the donations, the insert donations. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you do. I met you last week, and we discussed this. Do you remember me now? And she said, I don't want to be a part of this. Okay, I'm sorry. What are you talking about? You don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to deal with this. Oh, okay. No. You don't have to do anything. I go to the back. I know where they're at, and I just go ahead and get them out. So do you mind if I just go ahead and go back there? No, I would rather throw them in the trash. Okay. Well, what time are you going to throw them in the trash? Because I would really like to know so I can get out there in the trash can and get them, honey. And she told me if anybody goes in my trash, I'm going to call the police on them. Really? You just threatened to get me arrested for theft out of your trash can? And I know this is serious because people do get arrested for this. So if you're going to go to a recycling bin or something like that, one of those types of places, you better ask them express consent before you go up in their trash cans, okay, guys? But yeah, she threatened to get me arrested. And then I told her, I was like, hold up, you probably don't understand why these papers are donated to me. They're donated to me because of what the work that I do with, told her where, I'm not going to say it here, but the work I do with those, the people at that establishment. And I said, and I have many people who are dependent upon the donations that are coming from these inserts. And I was talking about homeless people, people who are definitely in need of some help, guys. So then she told me, they're not my problem. Like that, just evil looking. They're not my problem. Really? And I was like, you know what? You are a thought and a half. And I almost said something to her, but I decided to be nice and get up out of there, because the last thing I need to do, because I'm fixing to move back to Georgia, the last thing I want to do is catch a charge. Okay, guys, I cannot deal with it. So I decided to just leave. You know what I mean? And it wasn't the fact that she didn't want to donate the papers to me, because that's irrelevant. I can go get them somewhere else. Really, I still got like 60 anyway, so I don't really care. But the fact was that she was so nasty about people who have fallen on hard times. And let me tell you a personal story, because y'all don't know a whole bunch about me. You know that I was a police officer early on in my life, that I worked in the medical field, but you don't know that I was a chief financial officer for a medical corporation in Atlanta. And I'm telling you something, not many women in the United States of America ever get to those types of positions. So for me to get to that type of position, I was very, very excited about it. It came with a lot of hard work, sleepless nights, and a lot of, dedication to my education, okay? So when I moved to Maine, I immediately was scammed, lost more than $20,000, could only get back about $6,000 in court. So it was very horrific. And if someone like me, I'm thankful that I'm out of that situation, but if someone like me who is educated, who does have work experience, can almost be living in my car, somebody else can be faced with these same challenges. And to discredit a human being because of the situation that they're in, that is just nasty. Nasty. And I just couldn't believe it. And the reason I have my baby here is because he really inspired me to do this video, because I wasn't going to bring it up. But when I was in the shower with him last night, I was sitting there thinking about how beautiful he is and how sweet and just perfect he is, and how he has touched my life in such a deep and meaningful way. And it's more than him just being a pet, because there's a lot more to that. But I was looking at him, and then I was thinking how upsetting it is that so many people like kill snakes. They feel like they're just nasty and they're trash and they're evil and they're disgusting and they're gross and they're slimy, and they all have fangs, which if they're not venomous, they don't, but even if they did, don't mess with them, and you're not gonna have problems 99% of the time. So you know what I mean? It was like I was looking at him and I was like, you know what, all the hate that he gets just for being alive, think about human beings. And I'm not saying that humans should be, credited or, held at a different standard than animals, or animals should be held at a different standard than humans. I'm saying everybody should be treated equally and with respect. But if something as loving as him can be treated so poorly, it gets worse, because we have people, human beings, that eat, sleep, breathe, bleed just like we do. And just because they're in a bad situation, we want to think we're better than them, or that they're not deserving. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't know, guys. It bothered me to my core, and I thought I would definitely bring it up to y'all. And I want to say that anybody who is on my page who is dealing with very, very hard times, I've been there. And you know what? Hopefully you can understand and take the fact that we're trying to get you to save some money. We're trying to help you out right now. We want you to do better for yourself, and don't ever, ever give up if you're in a bad situation. Okay, guys, just don't, because you can get out of it, all right? And as bad as it is, and as hard as it is to think that it could get worse, it could get worse. You know what I mean? So when y'all tell me your stories, and I have people, like a young lady told me the other day about, a clearance find that I showed her. She was able to get a 2-year-old son some gifts for his birthday. When I hear these stories, they touch me, okay? When I hear that you're dealing or facing certain challenges in your life, they touch me, all right? And while I can't help everybody that I've got on here, I can do all that I can to try to help you save money and do for your families. And my real big goal, and one of your goals should be, that as soon as you're blessed and when you're at a point where you can sustain yourself in certain areas, that you can help others. Okay, guys? So I don't know why it got to me so badly, but it really did. I wasn't going to bring it up because a lot of people like to thumbs down videos when I just have chats with y'all. but I am more than just a person who does deals and hauls. You know what I mean? There's more to Mary than that, and you may not like it, and that's okay. You ain't got to. But I just want you to know that I am here, and I'm wanting to foster and create a community of people who are minded of not just helping themselves. I don't want people doing all this and trying to stock just to go sell their stockpiles. You know, I get it that people do that, and I understand, and people are going to be mean that I said this, but you know, next time that if you are a person who sells your stockpile, think about people who you could really, really help and who need that. And I understand you may be in a situation where you need that money, and that may be why you want to sell your stockpile, but we're not supposed to, you know, technically. And maybe, you know, instead of selling it, you could donate it, and you could be there for somebody. You know what I mean? Because somebody needs you, right? Alright, so I hope y'all had a great one. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was just a bunch of blah, 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 but I wanted to bring it out there to y'all, and that's that. And guess what? Y'all want to sit here, don't hate on him. I don't like it when people hate on my babies, if they're furry or if they're scaly, and he ain't going to give me no kisses because he's going to mess with my hair. But all of my babies, I love them very much, and that's that. So he ain't going to come give me kisses. Alright, no Goku kisses today, guys. Bye!